Okay, let's move on to leadership and communication. This is how I ended up teaching here. I have experience and business interests in events and hospitality. I've got a family who've been involved in restaurants, but I come from the communication world. I came to GBC from the BBC, where I was quite successful in national and international radio. I've also worked on shows and movies for a few broadcasters in Canada, either as a creative or in a project leader role. Now, radio and TV are full of people who talk too much. The best people in radio and television are good listeners. This is one area of communication that's really important in business too. It's important for followers, but it's also important for future leaders like you. Now, do you ever pretend to be listening when you're not? Is something happening on your phone what was that? Right now? Do you know how many problems happen in business, especially in the hospitality business, because people are only half listening? Becoming a better leader is not about shouting at people. It's about being a better listener. It's about making a number of changes in the way we do things. Are you ready for this? If you want to come through this crisis sane, successful, and a little further ahead, you may have to change the way you think. On this course, I'd like to help you with that. Paradigm shift. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad are all about paradigm shift, shifting the way you think, in this case about money. Oh, and by the way, it works. I'm speaking from experience here. The idea is that there are two ways of looking at money, the ordinary way and the rich people's way. Question for you. Do you have a job right now? Or did you have a job before COVID-19? Why did you do your job? Was it because you love it? Because you got satisfaction and pleasure and fulfillment out of it, like I do? Or do you just do it for the money? A lot more companies should be thinking like this now. A few people are. A few people will use coronavirus as a chance to grow, to improve, and maybe create new businesses, right? I'm learning how to make YouTube videos and podcasts right now. What are you learning? Money itself is not that important. There's a shocker. If you die with piles of money around you, so what? Remember I told you this rich dad, poor dad stuff worked? Well, 15 years ago, I was the poor dad, and I gave up some of my dreams. And I thought I couldn't even afford to buy coffee. Any money I could make, I spent on feeding my two small kids. So I asked for help. I got some coaching, I started learning, I changed my way of thinking, and I started following some of the rich dad, poor dad rules and some other life lessons. When I first came to Canada, I had no job and a baby on the way. And with the help of friends, I bought a little house that needed a lot of work. And with the help of friends, we fixed it up. And we rented bits out of it to people who needed it. So when I was broke, I was also involved in another building. It was a bit of a slum, a money pit. Some people told me just to sell it, but I'd have made nothing. I'd have lost more money. And now it's in one of the trendiest parts of Toronto, full of lovely people. Recently, I thought about those rules again and decided to let things grow and grow and grow. Rock and roll dreams. It's still hard work, but hard work shouldn't stop anybody. I'm just saying, this stuff I'm teaching you works. So what can you do right now? So I went through some difficult times. Maybe you have too. What I learned was that to get out of these difficulties, we can change one of three things. And if we change all three things, we have an even better chance of success. Focus. Stop worrying about the annoying things, what she did, what he said, the gossip. Stop worrying about the things you can't change. Focus on your dreams. Focus on where you want to go. Words. Is it a disaster? A problem? A pile of crap? Or is it a challenge? An opportunity? Change the word. Change the way you feel about it. Physiology. Okay, let's talk a little bit about physiology. When you're sad, what's your body like? Where are your shoulders? Are they up or are they down? What's your breathing like? Is it fast or is it slow? Is it deep or is it shallow? Did you say deep? Seriously? When you're sad and your shoulders are down and you're kind of hunched over, you can't even breathe deeply. You can't get that much oxygen to your brain. What about when you're nervous? How does your body change when you're nervous? How are your shoulders now? Are they up or are they down? They're tight. What are your hands doing? Are you touching yourself? Are you touching your face? Are you touching your chin? Did I just say touching yourself? I probably shouldn't have said that on a video. Never mind, let's move on. What about when you're happy? Can you change your body again when you're happy? Let's just imagine now. Do this now. Just imagine your favourite team has just won the World Cup. England! England! Okay, not very likely, we know that. Alright. The point is, you can change your physiology at any time. You can just change it like that. Your physiology reflects how you feel, but you can change it. If you're sad, your body goes into a certain pattern, and we're all pretty much the same. If you're nervous, your body does a certain pattern, and we're all the same. If you're happy, people from all around the world do very similar things, okay? And it works both ways. Your mind controls your body, but your body also controls your mind. And by changing your body, you can change the way you feel, you can change your mind. Let me give you a little trick that you can use to always look like a confident person, to always look like a leader. Are you ready? Okay, take your fingers, like there's two fingers, put them in the air. Please do this now. How do you know I'm not watching you through your video camera? Okay, are you ready? Okay, now find your collarbone here. Find your bone here. You got it? And run your fingers down the collarbone and find the little dip. You got the little dip? Okay, right here. This little dip. Now, we're going to have a piercing. We're going to attach a ring or a stud here. What do you want, a ring or a stud? Now I want you to take a piece of string. I need you to do this, okay? Really, lift up a piece of imaginary string and tie it to the stud. Okay, have you done that? Tie it tight, right? You done it? Good. Okay, now hold the other end of the string here. Are you ready? We're going to pull the string, not yet. We're going to pull the string when I say so. We're going to pull it up about 2 centimeters. Okay, about 1 inch, 2 centimeters. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, pull. Relax. Try it again. 3, 2, 1, pull. Now move your hand, put your hand down, but leave the rest of your body where it was. Okay? How do you feel? Do you feel in control? Do you feel in command? If you practice this every day and look at yourself in the mirror, you'll see how confident you look. All right, what changed? Your shoulders went a little bit backwards. Your chest came up a little bit, and your chin came out a little bit. I didn't say stick your chin out like this. That in some cultures means bring it on. You're asking for a fight. I didn't tell you to throw your shoulders back like you've just joined the Korean army. By pulling the string, it just made these tiny changes, these micro changes. Now, if you do this, even when you're really, really nervous, you will look more confident. And the people you are meeting will think you're more confident. And you know what? Because they think you're more confident, you'll be able to see that in their body language, and that'll make you feel more confident. We're going to call this special technique the string thing. Okay? So remember the string thing. One of your homeworks is every night when you brush your teeth. You brush your teeth, right? Okay, good. Every night when you brush your teeth, look in the mirror and pull that string. All right, you got that? Good. Okay, how are you feeling now? Grab yourself some more coffee, make yourself a delicious cocktail, grab a snack, and come back for the final segment. We're going to watch some video clips together, and you're going to find out about the short personal homework, which is where you get to share something with me. Back soon.